What's up, everybody?
Hello, everyone.
Podcast time.
Let's do it.
Scott, Slate, and I just traveled the world. We time traveled
the world.
We time traveled and ended up in Asia.
Yeah.
Nobody thinks this is cool except for me and you.
I don't know why, because I think it still blows my mind. I still don't understand how it happened.
So we left here on Monday night. Monday Night Football ends. We're here in America.
Yeah, we were watching the game.
We fly across the world, and we land in Korea, and it's Wednesday.
Yeah.
No Tuesday.
No Tuesday. Didn't fly through Tuesday, land in Tuesday. It was from Monday night.
Gone.
Wednesday,
Tuesday just gone.
Step off the plane, it's Wednesday.
So we get off the plane, it's Wednesday.
Yeah.
We spend Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We get back on a plane on Monday.
At like 6 a.m.
6 a.m.
on a plane.
Fly back over to America and land on Monday.
Yeah. When we got on the plane in Asia at 6 a.m. there, it was 6 p.m. Sunday here.
Yeah.
We got on at 6 a.m. Monday and then landed at midnight, Monday night.
So for everybody else, we had a 8-day trip, and for us, we had a 7-day trip.
Yeah. Monday was a 36-hour day.
It's crazy. It was wild.
Yeah.
Going to the Philippines, you and I have been to Colombia together, Peru together, a few different places together. And going to the Philippines was unbelievable, so much different than any place we've ever been.
Yeah, by far it was another world, an amazing adventure, like no other place we've ever traveled.
So many
before.
people.
Everywhere. Like on top of each other. I mean, there was just everywhere was just people.
They dropped us out with, like, me and you separate places. They dropped me out with a 19-year-old and a 13-year-old, and we went and had a church service for 120 kids with a 19-year-old's loud voice running it. No speaker system, nothing, just a 19-year-old and a 14-year-old and me. That was
the big eye-opening experience for me. Now, we've been to places in Honduras where there's people actually living in the dump, in a trash dump, and to this level of poverty, to this neighborhoods that we went to, was worse than I felt was even worse than that.
Yeah, same.
And you're right. We showed up there, and there were these kids boldly walking into these neighborhoods, little kids assembling, and parents sitting on the outskirts watching it. It becomes a Saturday morning thing, and here you have kids discipling kids.
It was so wild.
It was awesome.
It was so awesome.
Everybody was into it. Like I said, even the neighbors. We show up and they say your blue T-shirt is your pass. Like when you show up on Saturday morning with that blue T-shirt, you earn a little bit of cred walking in there like that. And it was true. You felt that. The welcome that we got into the neighborhood, there was no sense of danger or anything like that where we were at. It was just so happy to see us. It's Saturday morning. It's Bible school time. It's sidewalk ministry time. It was awesome.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
Really was amazing. And a lot of amazing parts about it. One of the things that Scott and I like to do when we're traveling is
street food.
Food. We do love the food.
Yes.
We are foodies, and you had some good coffee?
We had some, and an amazing coffee experience. One of my first times ever. I've never had where they did the pour over and then they serve it to you with two different cups, two different shapes. One's like got a lip on it. One's a goblet without a lip. And by drinking the same coffee out of the two different cups, you'd get different
one
tasting
you got
notes.
The nutty taste, one you got the berry taste out of.
Yeah. It was awesome. I didn't even know you could do that. I came back to the States, called my coffee guy, and said, "Did you know you could do this?"
And what did he say?
He said no.
Really?
He'd never heard of that. He immediately started looking up like these different shapes of cups, and he's a pour over guy, and he's interested in trying this
Wow.
phenomenon that we experienced.
How cool is that?
Very cool. I mean, it's just the trip was just awesome.
What was your favorite meal the whole time? Do you have one that you're like you ate some stupid stuff like you were on an airplane and
Yes.
on a trip from Korea to the Philippines on Korea Air or something like that.
Yeah.
You had octopus.
Spicy octopus.
That was a bold move. Probably not the best meal you had the whole time. What was your favorite meal that you ate the whole time?
Boy, there were some good ones. I mean, we had that meal where we all sat down together after the outdoor day,
Yeah,
the
for sure.
hike, and it was a big outdoor restaurant, and we had all local Filipino stews. The pumpkin dish, I can't remember exactly what that was. But just it was like a big family style of all Filipino cuisine.
Yeah, I think that was my
one of
favorite
my
too. There was a
ones.
peanut
Oh, yeah, that's what it
stew or
was.
whatever,
Yeah,
and it almost tasted like peanut butter. Like it was so good.
yeah.
Put it on a little bit of rice, and it had some pork. Pork was everything over there. They had a
Yeah.
ton of pork over there. But throw it on that rice, and it was delicious.
That was those were some of my
The greens were really
favorite
good that
ones.
day.
Yeah.
Then one morning, our trusty guide, Johnny Moore, wasn't feeling well, slept in, and so me and you ventured out for breakfast by ourselves.
Mm-hmm. We hit up, I can't remember the name of the place we went to, but we had the beef tapas,
Beef tapas.
and those were excellent as well.
So good.
I had those a second day after that, after I knew what it was and how good they were. I went for that second time.
How about 16 hours on a plane? What's your thoughts on that? Like missions is hard enough.
Yeah.
Flying down to, I remember when we flew to Honduras and we saved money by flying out of Colombia or something like that.
We did.
We got back. We had to get on a bus in Colombia and then drive home. That was miserable.
Yeah. We never did. We marked it. We would never do that again.
Yeah, that was miserable. But nothing compares to the misery of a 40-hour day and one of the 3 plane rides that you're on being a 16-hour plane ride.
Yeah.
It's hard to put into words the misery of a 16-hour plane ride.
It's an endurance test. But I will give, Delta their props. They kept us well fed.
They kept us well fed.
We had plenty of snacks. Movie selection was a little slim.
Yeah.
But the gift bag with the slippers and the pillow and everything.
And your eye mask.
Did y'all bring those home with you?
No, we left them.
But we brought our own travel mask. I don't remember what that's called, but the pillow that straps your head back to that was the game changer. And yeah,
they put a little toothbrush in it so that you could brush your teeth when you got off the flight.
It was very, very accommodating, that flight. It was 16 hours, and it did start to drag after the first 8, but yeah, I mean, yeah, we made it all right. I was not dreading it as much on the way back as I was, but now knowing the 16 hours and what the trip was or what that experience is, to me, well worth it, and would go the 16-hour endurance again.
That's tough.
Good meals. They gave us quality,
good meals.
2 good quality meals, pizza, crackers. I mean, not like the little peanuts and graham cracker snacks.
Full meals.
Yeah. We're talking Cheez-Its and Oreos. I mean, it was.
And I brought back something with me
called the stomach bug.
Yeah, some sort of. On that 16-hour plane ride, I was shivering, burning up with a fever, felt like I was going to throw up, and landed Monday. So Tuesday, fought it Tuesday and Wednesday. You fought it Wednesday and Thursday, I think.
Yeah.
And it was no joke. Whatever it was no joke.
And I know it seems like we had a bug, but we have a theory on why this happened, that our bodies were just in motion. We were so on the go. From the moment we left here Monday night, we were on the go completely, and we were on the other side of the world eating crazy foods. We were time traveling. We were hiking in crazy conditions, dangerous conditions. Sidewalk ministry. I mean, just on the go, on the go, on the go. Finally get back towards the States, and our bodies just had to have been like, what are you guys doing? Like, we have to completely shut down and hit the reset button because we don't even know what time zone we're in or what's going on or what's happening. And I think that's kind of what almost contributed to our
I preached Sunday and then went Sunday night to Clemson, 4 hours away, a 4.5 hour drive to Clemson to be a part of their Christmas party, one of our campus's Christmas parties. And so I was there at the Christmas party. Way home, I couldn't keep my eyes open. I was so exhausted. Yeah. And then I'm still battling some of the side effects of what I brought back with me all through Sunday, all through the weekend, all through Sunday and Monday. And finally, one of our church folk were like, "Hey, I'm gonna sign you up to go get this infusion." So I went yesterday and got a dehydration vitamin infusion pack.
That's awesome.
She put the first one in me and she was like, "Oh boy, your body was thirsty." So yes, it was.
It right up.
Sucked it up.
That's cool.
It was wild.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you definitely needed it. The fever, sweating it all out, all that.
Oh man.
Everything that I mean, it takes a lot out of you physically. Yeah, you need to replenish some nutrients and take care of your body, get back in.
So seeing what's going on in the Philippines definitely has a little bit of our heart left over there.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely, we saw our financial backing being sown on the good soil and ministry happening, and it was a very successful trip for our missions department.
I would say so. I mean, just to be able to witness like you say, the ministry that's going on over there, that's been going on over there for 26 years, the growth of Joanne's sidewalk ministry is incredible. And to be able to even still witness it. And again, it's just, when you say it's the kids discipling kids, but then you see the growth. Like we met Victor, who was a 6-year-old kid at one time from those slums, sitting in those classes on Saturday mornings, and got completely captivated by the love of Jesus and just drew him into that ministry, went through the leadership program, was one of those 12-year-olds teaching class, and is now, a big main leader of that
graduated
ministry.
College, is thriving and getting ready to propose, hopefully. To Sheila.
You definitely worked on that a
I
little bit.
tried. I'm working on it. Victor, if you're watching this, I tried to get you a little push.
It's amazing. And that because of his faith in the ministry, in Jesus and in the ministry, that now kept him in school and got the opportunity for him to go to college, and now has changed the trajectory of generations to come in his family's life, because where he was that 6-year-old that was being told, this is where you're at and you're going to stay here the rest of your life, there's no hope. Well, Jesus gave him hope, and look where he's delivered him right now.
It's unbelievable. It really was unbelievable hearing all the testimonies. It was unbelievable. Then last night we're having a pizza party.
That was completely amazing time. Great part.
We didn't know what was going to happen.
I've never been a part of a send-off like that.
We just thought we were having a party.
Yeah.
Having a party.
I thought we'll have some pizza.
Hug everybody bye.
Yeah.
Just give me a good night.
See you guys later.
Well, they sing a song. It's awesome. And then they say, hey, there's 5 seats down here at the front. We're going to ask our 5 guests to come sit down here. Mm-hmm. So we go sit down at the front. It was so emotional. We were
get roasted a little bit, maybe tell some jokes or something.
They all say
like
nice
that.
things, how we've impacted them, how thankful they are for us. And then this one lady sings this old song called Thank You. It's thank you for giving to the Lord. I am a life that was changed. I dreamed I went to heaven and you were there with me. And it's like, and then all of a sudden it gets to it talks about, a missionary came to your church, his pictures made you cry, you didn't have much money but you gave it anyways, God took that gift you gave and that's why I'm here today, thank you for giving to the Lord. And then all these kids started getting up and bringing us cards that they wrote for us,
handmade cards, like their own art, own written, like not just, hey, thanks for being here messages, but like paragraphs.
I was a mess. I was crying.
It was so beautiful. It was
so beautiful.
Amazing that they pulled that off.
Then they were like, let's eat some pizza.
Yeah. And there was a guy there that was very proud of Filipino pizza. I must say,
like marshmallow ball. What was that thing? It wasn't marshmallows. It was like, it wasn't sweet.
It was like, I don't know, because it had butter on it, right?
It had butter.
So I don't know if it was like a Filipino roll or
it was like a roll. It was very almost not quite yeasty, but very like airy, almost cake. It was weird. It was weird.
Yeah.
But they were very proud of that as well. Wanted to make sure we had that.
They wanted to make sure we had one of those, and I did. And the pizza was good.
Yeah.
Just for that dude. Pizza's good.
The pizza was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a pretty special night. Pretty special experience.
And the jam session there before
jam session afterwards.
Hyped it up.
Oh, man.
I mean,
they sung Praise the Lord, and they sung
everyone's jumping and
oh man, it's awesome.
Yeah.
These kids that are from the slums, essentially, life's been transformed, sitting there dancing around, singing about the love of Jesus.
All fired up. It was awesome.
Absolutely
so
incredible.
Good.
So I know everybody's going to watch this and go, when's our next trip to the Philippines?
Yeah. It's a good question.
Because everybody there in the Philippines is asking the same thing. When are y'all coming back?
Really? Because I mean, I have ideas. I would love to get back over there. I mean,
it's a pretty expensive trip.
It's an expensive trip. It's a long trip.
Long trip.
It's not for the week.
Not for the week. And you have to be. It's not for rogue cowboys.
No.
Like sometimes in Honduras you can be a rogue cowboy and just kind of ride off like you and Kyle and Jarrett did, But
yeah,
this is not the place to be a rogue cowboy.
No. This is very disciplined. Follow the leader. It's very well structured. Joanne has a very well structured ministry, and you don't want to step out of line with.
Hey,
that.
don't take pictures here.
Mm-hmm.
Don't certain things that you just can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they called it the big one, the big Christmas one that we were able to support was a great event, and it'd be something that I'd love to take a part of in the future for sure. The big one.
You remember what was the call? It cost us about $5,000, right, for that event.
Yeah, I think so. But we're talking, 1,100 kids getting spaghetti and chicken and a gift. That's simple for something like that.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
So
it was
cool.
a great event.
It was absolutely amazing.
And they were lined up to get into the big one. You had to have a ticket.
You had to have a ticket, and they had to tell people no. It was wild.
Yeah. But a good time.
It was.
They did very well production. Again, these kids putting on the production, very well organized and set up. And the kids, you would think that the children, you got 1,100 kids there who are now almost expecting, food and gift and everything. They kind of know what's going to happen. Still well-behaved kids that just sat there and waited their turn for, here's your gift, here's your meal. Wasn't complete wild chaos and lines and getting attacked and
it was
people trying to pull things away.
It was
from
so
you.
cool.
It was, the kids were just so well behaved and so grateful for what was happening and happy to be there and be a part of it.
If you're watching this and you're like, man, I'd love to see some more, go to my social media. Caleb will drop a link in the comment section. Go to my social media, and there's some videos there that I posted from the trip, so you can see all the things that have happened while we were away.
I did get some pictures. I have pictures.
I
just don't know how to get them now. I got to get that 12-year-old
when
kid
they
back.
when they split us up, I looked at when they split us up. I looked at Scott and I said, "You have to take pictures while you're there." And he said, "I'll try." So I looked at the little girl that her name was like Darla, but we called him Dar or Da. And so I said, "Hey Da, listen, I need you to take his phone, and I need you to take pictures for him." So she just took your phone and filled your phone jam full of pictures.
On both events, had no worries, got some great coverage.
Now I looked at you at the end of that and I said, "Now what are you going to do with those?" And you were like, "I have no clue."
Yeah, and they're still there now. I'm still looking the next step out.
So if you're interested in going to Thailand, Philippines next year, have a conversation with Scott.
Yeah,
Hit him up.
We'll start working it out.
We'll start figuring out. Scott at PalmettoPointeChurch.com or stop by the cafe and spend some time
Have
with
a
him.
cup of coffee.
Go to my social media, check it out, and see some of the pictures and videos of things that have happened while we were over there. Very powerful. All right. Love y'all. Thanks for hanging out with us.
See you guys. Have a good one.
Peace. Let's go.